Welcome to the YouTube channel of Anita Smith Yoga. anitasmithyoga.com is your online guide to yoga and wellness with practices that are safe, accessible and informative and are filmed in beautiful New Zealand. On the website you will find the practice you need. We offer various styles of yoga, qigong, meditation and more. Or choose a focus, for example, a class to strengthen your back, or a class to help you rest and restore, or maybe a class to help boost your energy. Classes range from 2 minutes to over an hour. We also guide you through your yoga journey with weekly class suggestions, monthly themes, and wellness programs. Head over to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial. When you sign up, you get immediate unlimited access to our library of advert-free videos. So go on and join our community of yogis from around the world. Go to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial now. Hi beautiful yogis, today I am here at the Waimakariri River. It's one of the longest rivers in the Canterbury region in the South Island of New Zealand, and we're pretty much at the mouth of the river. You may see in the back the waves, that's the Pacific Ocean. We're on the east coast of the South Island, but yeah, just at this really idyllic little space. You can kind of hear the roar of the ocean behind and the laughing of the waves behind me. So today's practice is going to be a yin practice, and we are focusing on digestion, so the digestive system. So we'll be taking a lot of movement around the digestive organs. So we're looking at the stomach and the spleen, large intestine as well as the small intestine. So for this practice, you may need some props. I'm sat on a little blanket. You could also grab yourself some blocks or maybe even a big cushion, because we're going to take a twist to start with, and it could be really nice on just like a big pillow or a big cushion. So grab yourself a few bits and pieces, and when you're ready, just come and meet me back down on the mat. And from here, we are going to come down to lay on the ground. So we're going to take, like I said, a twist. Now this is where you might want that big pillow. So if you are sat on a chair or sat on your mat, just come off your support. Come and find your way down onto the floor. Now I'm going to mirror you for this twist. This is actually kind of a restorative twist. Like I said, I'm going to mirror you, so hopefully it should look like I'm doing the same as you. So if you're sat down, just stretch out your legs. And then from here, you are going to have your knees bent in front of you. You're going to take your right leg, pull the knee into the chest, and then bring the right lower leg so that it's kind of nice straight line. From here, you're going to take your left knee into the sole of the right foot, and the toes can be pointed to the side, the toes can be pointed back, whatever feels good. So with this practice, like I said, quite a bit of movement around the digestive organs. If you are pregnant, you do not want to be twisting through the belly. So if you're pregnant, you could just stay here. You could support the knees, support under the sit bones, just keep the body more upright, or maybe even come forwards a little bit. But if you're not pregnant, you're going to come into a twist with me. So this is kind of a startup pose. We want this to be super, super gentle because it is just our startup. So this is where you might want to have your big, long cushion out to the right side, your right hip and out from there. It could be nice, like I said, just to rest the upper body on. So if you're taking the twist with me, you're going to bring your right hand down, you're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. And you can twist to whatever point feels good. It could be that your nose is more in line with your knee, it could be that you're really twisted so that your nose is facing out from that right hip. Now, of course, you could stay up, or like I said, that restorative twist, we can start to come down. So this is where you could be on your elbows. You could bring the hands to rest under the forehead. Like I said, you could also have that cushion underneath of your chest to support the whole front body. So just feel, as always, what is good for you, good for your body. Feel that you can rest the head. And if this doesn't work, then just come to any position that feels good. Like I said, we're just starting up. We're going to take a few moments here. So take a big, long breath in, long through the spine. Maybe draw in the belly, and then as you exhale, twist a little, and then soften everything. So make this super soft. If it feels like this is way too strong to start, then definitely grab some support. Or just don't come quite so deep into this twist. And relax the shoulders, relax the face. And take about 5 breaths here, slightly longer with the exhalation. So when we start to lengthen out the exhalation, we start to kick in the rest and digest part of our nervous system. It's the parasympathetic part of the nervous system. So, a few long breaths here, longer exhales. Maybe really feel that movement through those digestive organs, the stomach, the spleen, into the intestines. And keep the breath flowing and soft. And just finishing up with last breath here. Like I said, make that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. Just starting to signal to the body that you can start to rest and therefore digest. And as you finish your next breath, take the inhale as you lift up. You might want to come to the elbows, you might want to come up to the hands, and then use the exhale just to release from that little twist. So if you were using a cushion, then you could just move it over to the other side, and then we will start to release the legs as well. So you can lean into that right hand, release the left leg up, release the right leg. You can shake out the legs if you wish, and we'll come to that twist on the other side. So this time, again, I'm mirroring you so that left knee comes into the chest, left knee out to the side. So it's kind of like a triangle between the heel, the knee, and the pelvis. Right knee bends and just slides into the sole of that left foot. The right toes can be pointing back or to the side. You don't need to be really equally weighted here because, of course, we're going to come to that twist. That is, unless you're pregnant, and then you could maybe get some support to make yourself comfortable. And if you're coming into the twist with me, we're going to bring that left hand down, inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist to the left. And again, you could make this less of a twist. You can have quite a deep twist. You've got your big cushion. And if it feels okay, you can start to come down. So again, an inhale just to lengthen the spine. And exhale just to release down to whatever point feels good. Definitely more restful if you do have support under the body. So from here, just check that the body can relax. Maybe take a nice big breath in, a little draw in of the belly. Maybe exhale just to rotate and then soften the whole of the body. And about 5 big breaths here. Again, those longer exhalations. Just be literally a moment longer, a second longer. You can count the breath. Each breath just encouraging a gentle massage of those digestive organs. Taking the last full breath here. slowly start to lift up, lifting the head, bringing the elbows, the hands to the mat, coming up with that inhale, and then just releasing from the twist with the exhale. If we can slide any support out of the way so we can start to release the lower body as well. So this time leaning into that left hand, bring that right knee up, and the left knee, and you can stretch out the legs. So from here, we're going to come into a little supported bridge pose. Now this is going to stretch out and create space around the organs of digestion. So we get a little bit of a stretch around the stomach and the spleen and also around the intestines. So this is a slight inversion. We're going to use a block or a blanket or something just to support the back of the pelvis. And if it doesn't feel good to do that, if it doesn't feel good with an inversion, even if it's just a little tiny inversion, a rolled up towel or such, if it doesn't feel good, then just lay flat with the back. So if you're joining me for the inversion, it's a supported bridge pose. I'm going to come to lie down onto the back and just make sure that you have your support close by. Beautiful. So from here, the knees are bent, feet on the ground. You can take a moment, you can turn the toes in, just relax through the front body, allow the back body to sink down into the support. Like I said, it could be that you're just staying here if it doesn't feel good. Otherwise, if you're joining me for that back bend, then we're lifting the hips, sliding some support underneath the back of the pelvis, the sacrum. So when you land the back of the pelvis down onto the mat, or onto that support on the mat, then from here, it should feel really nice and comfortable. Now you've got a few options here with the legs. You can leave them as they are. Sometimes it's nice just to have the knees facing up. You can adjust the angle of the toes in or out. This may feel like it's enough of a kind of a pull and a stretch on around those digestive organs. You can roll the shoulders back a little bit, might get a little bit more of a heart opener here. And if you want, you could also extend your legs out. It could just be one leg. I'll tell you when to change. Otherwise, you can have both legs extended. Now, this is going to put a lot more pressure on the lower back. You might need to adjust your support, maybe a little bit lower for me. This is going to bring even more pull to those organs of digestion. So I feel like shifts and changes already going on there. So if this feels good, do it. If it doesn't feel good, then just keep the knees bent up. Take a big long breath in through the nose. And let's sigh out, preferably through the mouth. Shake out the jaw. We'll take a few moments here. So again, we can tap into that longer exhale breath. Breath is going to move in and out through the nostrils. It's more controlled. Usually can find a little bit more length when we breathe in and out through the nose. Like I said, by encouraging that longer exhale, we are signaling to the body, to the mind, that we are able to rest. And when we can rest and relax, then we can digest. When we are in our sympathetic part of the nervous system, so the short, shallow breaths, kind of gasping for air almost, that means that we really can't digest. Our body will be focusing more on kind of survival, fight or flight, that sympathetic nervous system. So we want to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system. Longer exhales are going to do that. If you have one leg bent, one leg straight, then just bend both knees and just change the legs. So those longer exhalations just signaling to both the body and mind that we are able to rest, to relax, to digest, signaling that we are safe. No adrenaline needed. When we kick into that parasympathetic nervous system, then pretty much all the processes of the body can really function properly. If this is getting too much with the legs out straight, then just bend the knees up. Take a few more moments here. If it feels comfortable, even longer with the exhalation. Let's take one more breath here. Now if the legs are extended, engage a little bit through the belly muscles. And then start to slowly bring the feet back onto the mat. You can do it one at a time or kind of inch or one by one, the feet closer to the body. Pause for a moment. And then from here we'll release the support. So lift the hips up, release the support off to the side. Take a moment here with the feet on the ground just to allow the pelvis, lower back, the belly just to come to a more natural position. If you want to move the knees a little bit from side to side, then do. Just rock the knees from side to side before bringing the knees into the chest. You can bring one leg into the chest if you wish. Changing sides. If that feels good, take both knees in. Great. So from here, I'm going to place the feet onto the ground. Take a moment just to take one really nice long breath again. Again, longer exhale if you can, if it feels comfortable. And then we're going to roll to the side, to the left if you're pregnant, to the right if you're not. Take a moment just to pause. And then I'm going to inhale, come up to find a seat. So, from here, we're going to come to a square pose. So, square pose is a nice way just to open into the hip space. And we're going to just take some time just to also stretch out the hands. I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we do it. And we will be taking a forward bend as well. So, gather up all your support. Just have the legs stretched out in front of you. So from here, I'm going to take the same leg as you. So I'm going to be taking the left knee into the chest and the left knee out to the side. Again, we've kind of got that straight kind of line there with the left shin. I'm going to take the right knee, bend it up, and then that right shin just slides in front of your left shin. So from here, in square pose, you might want to have some padding underneath of the ankle bones. You might want to have some padding under the knees, or even come and sit on some support just to give yourself a little bit more kind of space. So get yourself comfortable here. And like I said, we're going to stretch to the hands a little bit. So from here, we're going to start to just extend the right hand. Again, I'm doing the same as you. The right hand away from the body, and we're pushing the palm away. I'm going to use the left hand just to gently pull the fingers back to really stretch out the palm. So just like with reflexology, if you know reflexology, it's all kind of the organs of the body are in the feet. So it's the same with the hands. We also have that. And when it comes to the digestive system, if the digestive system's a little out of whack, not feeling so good, maybe you've got cramping or a little bit of bloating, then of course you can do a little reflexology on the feet, but you can also just massage into the hands. And it's really the area around the palm, kind of base of the palm, base of the fingers. That's the area that we want to be kind of just really stretching out, and we'll give a little massage as well. So do check that you are comfortable in your square pose. Soften the shoulders, reach that right hand out. I'm going to start with the little pinky. So the left hand can just pull that little pinky finger back. And so what we're doing is just stretching out the right palm. Same with the ring finger, we're going to pull that one back. Middle finger. I hear a few cracks as you do this. Just be gentle. Index finger, so the first finger, and thumb. So get a nice pull across the palm. And then with the left hand, I'm going to use my left thumb. Just going to massage. So you just massage around, really, like I said, from the base all the way up to base of the palm to the base of the fingers. Just a massage around. You can push and release, push and release. You can push and hold and roll around. And then just shake out that hand. Cool. So from here, we're going to come forwards into our square pose. So we're going to take a forward fold. Again, if you're pregnant, it may be that your head just rolls down, or even if there's lower back issues, hip issues, because the further forwards you come, the more intense this is going to become on the hips as well. So we do have that nice kind of straightish line with the shins. You can move the sit bones back just to intensify that opener around the hips if you wish. And we're going to start to come forwards. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale to come forwards. And again, you could have some pillows or cushions or props that you could rest the body on here. If it feels good, you can start to roll forwards and just roll whatever part of the spine feels good. It could be that you want to sit upright and hang forwards, putting the compression this time around those digestive organs. It could be that you want to be more straight, or that you want to come down with the elbows. You can even support the head in the hands if you wish. You can hang the head. Take a big breath in here. And a really big breath out. Shake out the jaw again and relax the hips, the buttocks, the thighs. If this is too strong, just come up a little bit. Take one more big breath in. And big breath out. So again here, we're going to just start to focus our attention around, again, stomach and the spleen, the intestines, and really get a nice deep breath going. Longer exhale if it feels good. And just feeling that whole kind of abdominal area moving. So again, just a little gentle massage onto these organs. And if you feel yourself kind of tensing up, tightening up, consciously soften, consciously relax. Smile. Check you're not holding tension around the belly. It's something that a lot of us do without even knowing. So just check that the belly is soft. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Inhale, really nice and long. And even extra long with that exhale, out through the nose or through the mouth. A couple more breaths here. And last moment, last breath. And then we're going to slowly, with the next inhale, start to lift the upper body upright. And take a few moments here just to kind of come out of that forward fold, so you could just be really still. Listen to those laughing waves. Maybe you want to roll the shoulders. If you're not pregnant, you can take a little twist just to release the spine. And then from here, we're going to slowly start to release the lower body. So remove any support. Make sure you don't have any bees or wasps in the way. If you do, be extra careful not to squash them with your feet. And then from here, release the legs. So you can release that right leg, release the left leg, and maybe you want to stretch out the legs or just give a little bit of a rock. So we'll take square pose on the other side. So we're going to be taking the right knee, like I said, I'm doing the same as you this time, so it might look a little different. Right leg across, left knee is bent, and that left lower leg just slides in front. So this is our square pose. We can adjust the sit bones, support under the ankles, some padding, some softness under the knees, or even up on a block or a cushion just to ease into the hips. It'll also give you a lot more ease in the spine. So from here, we are going to stretch out the left hand. So your left hand comes up, just push the palm away from the body. You can relax the shoulder, and we'll use the right hand just to gently pull back the little pinky finger. And the ring finger. Middle finger. Again, just be gentle here. But feel that nice pull across the palm. Index. And the thumb. And then again, just releasing. You can use the right hand just to massage into that left palm. You can go big circles, little circles, just kind of feel what's nice. You can close the eyes and just feel the spots that need a little bit more pressing and attention. So remember, this little massage or stretching the palms does have an effect on the digestive organs as well. If we're really tight with our hands, like holding a mouse all day or on a keyboard, it's going to have a big effect, as will your posture. If you're constantly kind of hunched over, you don't get that space around the digestive system. So this is a nice way just to loosen up, to free up those organs. Also, of course, this practice to provide a whole lot of goodness for the digestive system. So when you finish, you shake out the hands. Again, you've got your options to stay upright, bow down any part of the spine, or maybe you want to hinge at the hips and come forwards. So you can always use support again just to help the body. Hang the head, whatever feels good here. So one big breath in. Again, maybe exhale out through the nose. Really soften out through the jaw. the face, shoulders, all the way down to the hips and the buttocks. Another breath. Beautiful. And then we'll just find our stillness in this forward fold, the square pose. And find our breath, encouraging the movement around the abdominal area, encouraging those longer exhalations. Check you're keeping the body soft, no tension around the face, the neck, the shoulders, the back, especially the belly as well. I'll take a few more moments here. And last breath. Maybe a big exhale out through the mouth, shaking out the jaw. And then again with the inhale, we're going to slowly start to lift up from that forward fold, that forward bend. Maybe just staying here in stillness. Rolling the shoulders, or again, if you're not pregnant, maybe taking a little twist. And then from here, we're going to stretch out the legs. So starting to bring that left leg up, foot to the ground. Right leg, of course, removing any support. Just have a little stretch out. If this is the time that you still have a bee on your mat, then I suggest you remove the bee. Because we're going to come into a twist. You can just be over there. And from here, you might want to have some support to your side. Again, I'm going to do the same side as you. We're going to come to a nice lying down spinal twist. So take your support over to the right side should you need it. I'm going to come to rest down on the back, maybe a little bit more to the left side of the mat. So if you're pregnant, you might just want to have a stack of cushions on the right. You can lie down if it feels okay and just angle the knees over to the side, but you don't want to twist through the belly. Alternatively, you could just stay up in a butterfly or a square pose and just take some nice full breaths. So just feel how it is. Like I said, just avoid the twist through the belly if you're pregnant. Otherwise, from here, we're going to take a double leg twist and we're going to pull the knees up quite high. So we're going to get, again, more compression around the digestive organs. So the knees are going to come into the chest, or if that hurts the lower back, then just keep the feet on the ground. I'm going to bring the arms out to the sides and bring the knees over to the right. So the arms can be wherever it feels good. And as I mentioned, we're going to take the knees up a little higher. So you can also tuck that right hip under. You can start to roll onto the back. You can use the elbows just to roll the shoulders onto the back. And then shoulders maybe softening down onto the mat. And if this is too strong, then grab your support and have it underneath of the knees. And feel if this is okay on the lower back. So like I said, with the knees up a little higher, I've got a bit more kind of compression on my intestines. So you can also just angle the knees to whatever point feels good. And then with your arms wherever you want to have them, take a big breath in. If you want to exhale and turn the face to look towards the left, then do. Otherwise, if it's better for the neck, just have the face up. Just move into your position, into your twist. Checking the body feels okay. One more big breath in. Big breath out. And again, as you breathe out, see if you can allow that exhale to be just a little bit longer than the inhale. Slowly start to unwind from the twist. The face can come up to face the sky again. We're going to slowly start to release the legs. It may be that you want to support the legs coming up, rolling onto the back. And from here you could take the knees into the chest if you wish. You could rock around a little bit with any part of the body. Then we'll take that twist to the other side. So if you're using your support, just take it over to the left. I'm going to move a little bit more to the right side. I'm going to take this twist to the left. So have your support there. Again, the option of just angling the legs but keeping the belly nice and flat if you're pregnant, or that seated option. So from here, either keep the feet on the ground or lift the knees into the chest. We can take the arms out. We can take the legs over to the left. And take a little moment here just to feel. Do you need support again underneath the left side of the body? Do you want to kind of roll the shoulders so that we get that right shoulder a little closer to the ground? Arms can be wherever it feels good for the shoulders. If you want to take the head, lift it up, turn the face towards the right, then do so. Just finding your twist. Continuing with those longer exhalations. Check that you can still relax the body. Soft through the legs, belly, the back, the shoulders, even the face. Stay with the breath, movement around the belly. Take a last couple of moments here. As you finish your exhale, just slowly start to roll onto the back of the head and release the arms, and we'll release the body from that twist. So take a moment just to feel what you need to do here. If you need to rock the legs a little bit. And then from here, we're going to come into Shavasana, our final pose, our corpse pose. So you can stretch the legs out along the mat. If it doesn't feel good, just keep the knees bent, the feet on the ground. Roll again the shoulders back, so the shoulder blades can slide down the back. We're going to adjust the arms to whatever position feels good. Maybe you want to keep the hands on around the belly, the abdomen. Just to breathe into that space, or maybe you just want to release the hands and allow the focus just to be soft. Whenever you're Shavasana, take a big breath in. Big long breath out through the nose or the mouth. And take some time here. So slowly starting to deepen the breath again. Maybe a big sigh out through the mouth. Start to gently move the feet and the hands. Start to shake the hips and the shoulders. If you want to have a stretch, then you can reach the arms above the head. Long stretch. Big breath in. And when you finish that inhale, just exhale the feet to the ground. Again, the feet can stay on the ground, or you could pull the knees into the chest. Rock around. If you're pregnant, you roll to the left. If you're not pregnant, then you can roll to the right, keeping it really nice and soft here. Next breath in, just slowly lifting up, coming to find your seat. With your seat, again, you may need some support just to help you be comfortable here. Take a moment just to feel the body. Again, maybe keeping that long exhalation. And then with your next breath in, I'm going to reach the hands out and up, bring the hands up above the head. Maybe look up if you wish. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the heart. And big breath in as you lift the heart. And big breath out as you bow your head to your heart. And releasing the hands to the legs, slowly lifting the head and blinking the eyes open. And namaste. So beautiful, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, just keeping that whole area around the abdominal space nice and kind of mobile, also helps those digestive organs. And you've always got that option to stretch out into the hands if you wish. And I think I better go before I get washed away. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel of Anita Smith Yoga. anitasmithyoga.com is your online guide to yoga and wellness, with practices that are safe, accessible and informative, and are filmed in beautiful New Zealand. On the website you will find the practice you need. We offer various styles of yoga, qigong, meditation and more. Or choose a focus, for example, a class to strengthen your back, or a class to help you rest and restore, or maybe a class to help boost your energy. Classes range from 2 minutes to over an hour. We also guide you through your yoga journey with weekly class suggestions, monthly themes, and wellness programs. Head over to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial. When you sign up, you get immediate unlimited access to our library of advert-free videos. So go on and join our community of yogis from around the world. Go to anitasmithyoga.com and start your free trial now.